Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I want to go ahead and say to anyone out there, if you're a beginner, first-time watcher, or viewer here on the channel, and you are on your road to finding a way to actually make $500 a day trading, please stay tuned, watch today's video. I'm just going to kind of give you a rundown of the trade that I actually took. These same type setups that I take, these are ones that I post over on the Discord community, which is free. For anyone that's interested in joining, the link is down in the description portion of the video. But if you want to gather more insight or greater in-depth detail, you may want to think about becoming a elite member. It's very inexpensive. It's only $6.99. I'm not trying to sell it or anything, but people are always asking how they can actually sign up or join it. I'm just here to share my knowledge and information of actually how I trade using a simple strategy, using multi-chart confluence, basically marking up a higher base zone and then scaling down to a lower base zone off of a lower base chart. So a zone within a zone, all surrounding supply and demand. Again, we're on the roadmap to, look to make $500 on the day. A lot of you are trying to find a way to shift or positions, meaning maybe possibly move away from your full-time job and do something of your own, meaning create your own business, become your own employer, and you can definitely do so from the comfort of your own home. I have been doing this for years now and greatly make more than $1,000 a day, but I'm not greedy here in the markets, okay? Everyone should have a goal as far as how much they possibly are looking to make, whether it is a monetary or a point or tick base from a point or tick base scale. So typically I'm looking 20, 25 points on the NASDAQ. I'm done for the day. I'm not trying to overdo it. But the way to actually scale up the approach and, down the road as you build consistency and profitability, it's basically just scaling up on the contracts. All right. You really don't have to go for more on a point based, system. It's just really, okay, I was trading one contract of the E-minis this year or 5 contracts on the micros. Now I'm just looking to really ramp up year to year successfully. If you're profitable month to month and at the end of the year, then move up to 2 contracts on the E-mini. So that's the way to really kind of grow as far as profits. You should also have proper risk management in place when it comes to, on a percent basis. If you're looking to maybe gain 5 or 6 on the day, and maybe risk 2%, 3% of your capital when you go into a trade. That's all about leveraging and risk management. But without further ado, I just want to go ahead and explain that. Again, anyone interested in joining and becoming an elite member, this is where I break down these trades so you understand it is not hard. It is extremely easy the more that you see the setups. But you must watch the video content. I'm not here to hold anyone's hand. You must watch it. It's same way of how I actually learn how to trade. I educated myself. You need to do the same thing. It's watch the video content, whether you kind of understand it and grasp it from me, or kind of venture out and find it on your own. But I'm always here to say to people, whatever and however you are making money in the trading world, okay, stick with that as long as you're consistently profitable. The trade that I took today was actually a long. Why? Because of the fact is, we are still bullish to me on the to the upside, even though we are breaking structure and pulling back on a higher base chart. We really haven't had that full-on quote-unquote reversal shift in the market to where the market's basically making a head and shoulder, a shoulder to the left, head to the top, and then a right-hand shoulder. Basically, we were breaking structure multiple times. A break of structure, we broke a previous low where there was a higher low to the upside, and then making a low pullback higher, a lower high, and then breaking structure twice to the downside. I've showed that, I think, in yesterday's video. So if you haven't watched yesterday's video, if you haven't watched the prior day's video, do yourself the biggest favor and watch those videos. That video content, which is public. I will be posting a video today to anyone who is an elite member, breaking down further in detail the means of confluence on the trade that I took today, so that you can fully understand that confluence is what pays the bills. It is the complete setup of what I was looking at when I got into this trade. But first and foremost, what I was looking at was just basically the structure of the market. I have already shifted over onto the March contract. So I've rolled over already. There's higher volume in the March contract than there is in the current December contract, or the old contract, which we're getting ready to move out of. Okay. So to me, if I'm looking at the structure of the market from a higher base chart, yes, I'm going to get rid of all this clutter right here. So please, just kind of don't see this, allow it to disappear in the back of your mind. But making higher highs and higher lows, we're just following structure to the upside. If you are struggling with structure, the elite membership program, which I was talking about, which is down in the description portion of the video, you will receive the market structure video. You will receive the trade breakdowns where there are probably, I don't know, there's an astronomical amount of trade breakdowns to where I go into detail about my setups, but also you'll get the video playlist. But that market structure video talks about, you know, the flow of the market, what to look for. And the reason why I'm saying this is because market structure is everything. It is king to when it comes to understanding which way to trade. I talked about it in the video prior to yesterday's video about if the market is bullish, then look for setups to key areas of demand to trade from to go to the upside off your lower base chart. Okay, I talk about that. You know, try your best not to counter trend trade. Yes, you may see me do so from time to time, but I've been doing this for years. Okay, that simply means that if the market's bullish, you may see me go against the grain on a lower base chart and trade going short. But it's only because of what structure looks like on a lower base chart, and I'm only scalping it for a very quick scalp and then getting out of the market because I know the higher base chart is moving or bullish, very bullish. Same thing in reverse up. If we are bearish to the downside, okay, bearish to the downside, then be looking for key areas to pull back on a lower base chart to take trades going short. Now, again, like I said, the market was bullish, so I was looking for opportunity to actually go long. All right, I'm gonna show you the actual trade that I got into, which was right here. All right, again, this is if you're on your roadmap, you have a goal of making $500 plus a day, and even if you say, hey, I want to make $200 or $250 a day, you can do so by taking one or two setups. Really, if you trade the micros, or depending on how many contracts you have on with the micros. But on the E-minis, I mean, you can trade one contract and pick up, you know, X amount of points. So let's just break it down really. Okay, let's do that right quick. So on the NASDAQ, say for example, you just traded one E-mini contract. Okay, and the margin for doing that for most brokers, I believe it's $1,000 a contract for the NASDAQ. Your broker may be a little less, or maybe, you know, it just depends. But anyways, one contract picking up 20 points will give you $400. If you picked up 10 points with one contract, that's going to give you $200. Okay, just imagine doing that. Two contracts, picking up 20 points is going to give you $800. So it's really easy to pick up that $500 a day trading the NASDAQ. All right. So again, the market was bullish on the higher base chart. All right. And then if you look here on the lower base chart, you see the market kind of pulling back here to the downside. Now, we had this low where it made a low, lower high, and then a lower low here, but then it started pulling back or pushing back up to the upside, right? This is a low. This is a actual high that it made, okay? It started breaking structure back to the upside, but then it started coming back lower, taking out swings to the downside, which are key areas or minor areas where the market is breaking structure below, say, for example, let's say like right here, okay, right here, right here. Okay, so these are all areas of minor structure back to the downside. With that said, even though we're still bullish on the higher base chart, I was just looking for the market to turn back around to start to show me some bullish activity back to the upside where it was taking out structure on my lower base chart. Okay, when I saw it started to break structure back to the upside, meaning making higher highs and higher lows, taking out structure, there was a beautiful area of demand. Okay, aggressive buying right here for anyone who can't see it. At the breaking structure to the upside, pulling back, I'll look for an opportunity, and there's a very tiny small gap at this zone. I'll break this more down in detail. To all those who are currently an elite member who support my efforts as a content creator, I'm going to, and you're part of that private community, today I am going to break this trade down just as well as I did the trade yesterday. Okay, so if you haven't watched yesterday's video where I posted the trade breakdown, if you're an elite member, please do so, because you will, gather the full-on mindset of why I took that trade. So I'm going to start doing this more so, probably try to do it a couple of days a week, breaking these things down and posting more video content for everyone who's an elite member, especially when it comes to the trade breakdown, so that you understand my mindset, where to place your profit at, where to place your stop loss, and things of that nature. Now, I've covered videos about stop loss placement and about where you possibly take profit at, depending on if you have gaps above or looking for areas of liquidity being ran. I've covered that type of content multiple times here on the channel, so please watch the video content. But again, this is a pullback to a key area of demand here. We're already bullish on the higher base. I'm just waiting for structure to be broken, but there are other means of confluence to this trade too. Okay, this wasn't all about just looking at the lower base chart and taking a trade. I found multiple means of confluence. I will break this down for all those again who are an elite member. If you want to become an elite member, the link is down in the description portion of the video. find it. It's right below. The first link is for the Discord. The Discord is free to join. The second link is where it says it's titled Become an Elite Member. Click on that. Choose the second tier for $6.99 a month. That's all it is. Basically, you're paying less than a price of a cup of coffee a day, and you're doing so to carry you through for a whole month. So just imagine it's pennies on the dollar. $6.99, which is basically $7 a month. That's going to give you access to all these trade breakdown videos and that great video that I cover on market structure, as well as the video playlist. And the video playlist is just a group of videos that I feel like kind of highlight the more important video or content that surrounds how I actually trade. I'm going to actually be updating that as well and adding more video content to it as well. So stay tuned for that. All I'm going to be doing is updating and putting more links out there. All right. But again, the trade breakdowns is really where things in the sauce come to mix together, meaning the full-on ingredients for the recipe, so that you can understand these setups, because I go in detail. If you're interested, the link is down in the description. I appreciate everyone that's supporting me as a content creator who spend time watching the video content. This type of content is helping so many people out because you guys are reaching out and commenting and letting me know that it's helping you guys. Okay, I mean, you don't have to follow me. You can follow whoever you want to, whatever the case is. I'm not here to sell you a training or trading program or any type of mentorship program, because I just don't do that. Okay, I'm not here to charge thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars in doing so. I just want to share my experience and how I trade. Whether you are inspired by it or not, that's up to you. Whether you take interest in in becoming an elite member or spending time watching the video content here on this channel, that's up to you. But I'm not here to hold anyone's hand or to sit here and mentor anyone. The information is there. I've covered it in multiple videos. So spend time watching the video content. All right, just don't hit me up and start sending DMs, because I will know if you watch the video content or not. Thank you for everyone. If you would do me the biggest favor, if you are not a current subscriber, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click on the subscribe button right now. Make sure to engage. Also, turn your post notifications on so you do not miss any of the uploads here on the channel. I'll stress that again. Click on the bell once you click the subscribe button so that you can turn all your post notifications on so you do not miss any of the uploads here on the channel. Last but not least, if you do me the biggest favor, if you found value in today's video content, please drop a like on the video. I appreciate it just as well. Again, if you're looking to make $500, okay, and make a living doing this, all right, each and every day, make sure to stay tuned and continue watching the upcoming video content, because I'll be making more videos like this. Take care. See everyone in the next one.